All right, friends, I learned about something cool the other day, and because folks know that I am a nerd about our Clean Buildings Performance Standard here in Washington State, I wanted to share it with all of you. So I'll leave a link down in the comments to where you can access this dashboard, but our State Department of Commerce has shared a lot of data on buildings and their journey towards compliance. So you can see sort of the number of applications, how that has increased over time, the actual floor area involved. I think this really gets to sort of the impact of our state building performance standard. And then this middle section I think is super interesting. So we have our Tier 1A, B, and C basically, and then our Tier 2 buildings. You will note that the deadline for compliance for our largest Tier 1 buildings has actually passed. And we have about 50% of buildings in compliance. We have kind of the small number of applications pending, and then we have a pretty good chunk of buildings that are still not in compliance. This could be because of the exemptions and extensions, the rulemaking process that was just completed provides a little bit more relief and timeline. So that could be where those buildings fall into place. It could also just be that we as consultants and others need to reach out and do more education so we can get more buildings in compliance with state law. So interesting to see that. Also really cool to see we've got some buildings, these compliance deadlines have obviously not yet arrived, and folks just getting their documentation and applications in early. So that's really cool to see too. Interesting to see sort of the compliance and exemption applications. Obviously, folks over there have been busy reviewing already 3,000 applications. That's great to see. And then the application types, exemptions, because the buildings are in compliance, and then sort of the decarbonization pathways. So decent amount of buildings actually in compliance, and then sort of the breakdown by building tier, and then by basically property type. So lots of information here. Department of Commerce also has some cool visualizations on the number of buildings broken down sort of by county and by tier. I'll do another video on those. That information has been available for a while. This new dashboard, or this dashboard is at least new to me. And so I wanted to share. Again, we'll leave the link in the comments. Really cool to see this type of data transparency by the Department of Commerce, and we'll be interested to see these numbers kind of hopefully increase as we fill in this 45% and get all of our building stock here in compliance. So interesting data. Go online, check it out, and let's decarbonize.